Alright, so a new Battlegrounds meta has started for the victory track. It is now long distance relationship and while they're down. I think that's the other node. So it's a very interesting combo. It's kind of like a boring combo though because there's only a very few amount of defenders that actually benefit from it. Like the Void is fantastic. Champs like that. Warlock as well is honestly a pretty good defender now because his infection really does a number on you if you have a weakness on you. But yeah, overall it's not too bad of a meta. But I just want to show some rank 5 Warlock gameplay in it because he's actually been pretty good for me so far. Definitely like a really clutch character on both offense and defense. On defense, he's honestly a pretty big threat because, it's a rank 5 health pool and he gets a big benefit from the node. So yeah, Warlock has been doing really, really good for me so far. And this spot, he just absolutely destroyed in my opinion. He is doing this in a pretty good amount of time. I think the final time was 51 seconds, which is not too bad for a Warlock, right? And yeah, we ended up winning the whole match too, so that's perfect. And now we have a more standard Warlock fight, which is a Bishop. Bishop is of course one of Warlock's best fights, so yeah, I didn't go for a heavy attack here because I didn't know that you could heavy attack Bishop. I assumed not because it inflicted a bleed. But yeah, I just didn't go for any heavy attacks at all. I guess I still need to learn Warlock even though it's already rank 5. That just shows that this is an impulse rank up, but I still don't regret it. I love Warlock so much. He's so much fun to play. But now we're just gonna try to build the special attack, and now we have the infection up, so we can just drop an SP2 here. Actually, no, we wait for a weakness to fall off because, the weakness is pretty annoying, but once you manage your way around it, it's not too bad. It's just a bit of a time loss overall. But yeah, that was a pretty nice SP2, so we can just keep going in. The 8.5k light attacks are pretty nice, the 12k mediums, the damage is looking pretty spicy now. And yeah, he's almost down. This hasn't been too slow of a fight because, class advantage, Warlock pretty good for Bishop as well. So yeah, that was a pretty clean fight overall. I'm surprised that it was slower than the spot fight, but it's still a feasible time, so that's good. And now we have this Mephisto fight. So I honestly love Warlock for Mephisto because Mephisto has his aura, right? And it's really, really annoying. But Warlock can power drain him while the aura is up, so you can just not have to worry about gaining too much power. And I feel like Warlock is a very straightforward counter to Mephisto because his heavy attack has a lot of range as well, and it pushes him back a lot of distance. So you barely take aura damage, and it's just a very straightforward fight in my opinion. So yeah, just rinse and repeat the heavy attacks. They do pretty nice numbers when they crit. The bleed is ticking for pretty nice as well. So yeah, I really like Warlock from Mephisto. I think it's one of my favorite fights. Human Torch of course just decimates this guy, but if you don't have Human Torch in the deck or you didn't draft him, Warlock is a very good alternative. So pretty nice things there. But yeah, this meta is really, really weird because there's nothing too challenging. There's just some really annoying things about the node. The weakness is pretty annoying. If you get hit while the weakness is active with the big fury from the defenders, then you take a lot of damage and it's really, really punishing. But yeah, overall not too shabby. And my opponent had an Archangel versus Nick Fury, and I just love when I beat Archangel, man, because I cannot stand Archangel. He's such an annoyance in Battlegrounds, but thankfully Warlock takes the win there. And now we have Warlock versus Killmonger. So this is kind of a throwaway fight, to be honest. I did not expect to win because we're going against rank 5 Omega Red versus my Nick Fury. But honestly, Warlock held his own in this fight, and he's kind of good for it because he has constant power drain, so the reverb damage is very minimal. Additionally, he has access to armor break as well, which is what you need in a Killmonger fight. So yeah, overall not too shabby. Warlock isn't the fastest Killmonger counter though because Killmonger has a lot of crit resistance, and Warlock is all about the crits, right? Without his crits, he doesn't do too much damage because, his crit damage is insanely high, but everything else is a bit on the low side when it comes to damage output. But yeah, Warlock, he's still doing fine, right? He's going down. That's all that matters. It's a lot better than a lot of champions already. But yeah, you can see right there, we only got one crit, so that's really unfortunate. If we crit more, which is a hard task to do versus a Killmonger, then it would be a little bit faster. But you know what? It was a throwaway matchup anyways, and at least he's taking him down, right? At least you stand a chance because it's not the slowest time in the world, right? There's still about 45 seconds on the clock, and we're about to KO him in this SP2. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a bit torn on this fight, but overall, not too shabby. The infection is actually pretty good for the reverb, a very, very solid utility to have for the reverb. But yeah, Warlock gets down the fight, but unfortunately, rank 5 Omega Red is just way too powerful. That's a very awesome rank up, by the way. And now we have this Warlock versus Havok, and this should have been a very just like simple 45-second fight. But I had to make it a very trash 45-second fight because I got like pranked twice in a row. Like, this was like not Warlock's fault in the slightest. It was just like me being very tired and just like missing a lot of parries. Like there, no, I got the parry there, but like the next reparry, I think I just miss it straight up. And it's just like very annoying. But you can see there, like that's like 10k heavy attacks. There, I go in. I thought I got the parry, but I didn't. So I like took a little bit of damage there, and he had the fury up as well. So it was like a pretty punishing combo. But here's the best part. That happened once, right? And that was very annoying. But I do it twice. I do it twice somehow. But the damage is pretty nice, right? We're hitting like over 10k mediums, which is very good because Havok has like a reduced crit damage ability. So yeah, not too bad. Should have been like a full health finish in like a 45-second fight, but instead it was a 47-second fight, and I lost a lot of health. But that was not Warlock's fault. That was completely my fault. But still won the match anyway, so it's fine. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on 6 rank 5 Warlock. I do have more videos playing with this guy outside of Battlegrounds, right? Like Eternity of Pain, like Gauntlet, things like that. A lot of things planned with my rank 5 Warlock because I just love playing with him so much. And yeah, that's about it for me.